So today we will be studying glycerol. So in glycerol means the formula of glycerol is CH2OH, CHOH and CH2OH. The common name is glycerol. The IUPAC name, as you can see it here, it will be propane 3 carbon propane 1 2 3 triol. Now glycerol actually it is coming under trihydric alcohol. You can see 3OH group is there. We have already studied monohydric, we have already studied dihydric, that is your dihydric is nothing but is your ethylene glycol or glycol also we call it as, and this is a glycerol which is coming under trihydric alcohol having 3OH group present in it. So it is propane 1 2 3 triol. Okay. Now glycerol actually we are getting it. We are manufacturing glycerol basically from the candle industry and from the soap industry as a byproduct. In soap industry we get glycerol as a byproduct. In candle industry also we get glycerol as a byproduct. How it is, I will tell you. Now in the candle and soap industry what we are doing is that we are taking, that is salts of higher fatty acids which are otherwise known as glycerides. Actually glycerides, or you might have heard the word triglycerides, which is basically called as TG. Alright, nowadays you can see this particular word is very common because most of the families of people they suffer from cholesterol, and when you go for the test for cholesterol then you find this word it comes TG. TG means triglycerides or known as glycerides, we can say that. Triglycerides or called as glycerides, TG. Now where we are getting this particular glycerides or triglycerides, we are getting in the vegetable oil or in the animal fats. We are getting it. It is being present in the vegetable oil and the animal fats. Alright, along with we are also having the higher fatty acids. So higher fatty acids means, what are fatty acids? Fatty acids, that is the carboxylic acids. You know that higher carboxylic acids basically they are solid. Alright, higher carboxylic acid. Higher means more than 7 carbon atoms or 8 carbon atoms, they are basically solids, the higher carboxylic acids are. And hence they are called as fatty acids, they are known as. So one of the fatty acids, or I will give you some of the names of the fatty acids from which we are preparing soap is, that is, suppose we are having palmitic acid, palmitic, PALMITIC, palmitic acid, whose formula is C15H31COOH. Next we are having steric acid. Steric acid is C17H35COOH. Similarly we are having oleic acid, C15H33COOH. In this way these are known as the fatty acids or the higher carboxylic acids. From the salts of this higher carboxylic acids, alright, which are known as glycerides or the triglycerides which are present in the vegetable oil or the animal fats or the animal oil, we are going for hydrolysis. We are going for hydrolysis. Upon doing hydrolysis, we are getting glycerol. Alright, now when we go for hydrolysis, in soap industry, the hydrolysis process is called as saponification, which is being done with NaOH in the soap industry. And in the candle industry, it is being done with water. That is hot water, it is being done. We can say that. Hydrolysis is being carried out. And the byproduct is nothing but glycerol. Because in the candle industry, we are preparing candle. And the soap industry, we are preparing soap. Alright. But the byproduct is your glycerol. So we get the glycerol as a byproduct in the soap industry, in the candle industry. In this way, we are manufacturing in the large scale, that is glycerol, in this particular manner. Now let me tell you how do we do that. Now this is the formula of glycerol, you got it. And what you can say, the glycerides or the triglycerides, the formula is this. Let me tell you that one also. That is CH2OCOR1. R1 means any alkyl group. Then CHOCOR2. Now this next one is CH2OCOR3. This formula is the formula of triglycerides, or the glycerides or the fats, whatever you can say that, or what I said you just now to you, that is salts of higher fatty acids, they are known as, from which we extract glycerol, we prepare glycerol. How? I told you, we go for hydrolysis. When we go for hydrolysis with NaOH, alright, that is called as saponification, which we generally do it for the preparation of soap. Alright, now what is that process by which we get glycerol? Alright, now look at the board. look at the board now. We will take CH2O COR1, then CHO COR2, then CH2O COR3. This is your glycerates or the fats or the oils, whatever you can call it as. Now this will react with NaOH. This will react with NaOH. Now it will give you what? Now here what will happen is that, see here, here the cleavage is going to take place. Here the cleavage is going to take place. Alright, and here what will happen is that, you know that NaO, it is negative and this part is a positive. The CH2O, which is negative, this is negative, isn't it? This is negative, this part is negative. This negative goes with this positive. This negative, CH2O, this negative, O is negative here, you can see, it goes with this positive, that is H, to give you what? CH2OH. Here it will give you what? CHOH. Of course, I will take here 3 NaOH, and here it will give you what? CH2OH. So what I said, you will be getting CH2OH, then CHOH, and CH2OH. What is this? This is nothing but glycerol. This is your glycerol. See here, CH2O negative, it goes with this H positive to give CH2OH, CHOH, and CH2OH. And this one, this RCOO, alright, here carbon is positive. If this oxygen is negative, this carbon is positive. Same thing here, this carbon is positive, this carbon is positive. So now this positive one goes with Na, ONA, not Na, ONA. So what you will be getting is R1COONA plus R2COONA plus R3COONA. Now here R1, R2, R3, I can just say take the same alkyl group also. It is not necessary that I will take different alkyl groups. I can take the same alkyl group. Alright, that also can be taken. So in that case, I will be getting 3RCOONA. That also I will be getting. So this is nothing but is the formula of soap. This is a formula of soap. Alright, sodium salt of higher fatty acids. That is nothing but soap. We can say that. Just now I wrote it. Na? The higher fatty acids is your palmitic acid, stearic acid, oleic acid. So when this acid reacts with this sodium, so we get it, the sodium salt of the higher fatty acids, which is nothing but is your soap. So we are getting actually soap. We are preparing soap. Now there is a process. We are washing it, filtering it, and then we are getting the soap. Of course, there is a process. I am not going in details about the process of saponification because I am interested with glycerol only. So hence we get here glycerol. Got it? So this is one way we get glycerol. That is from saponification process by using NaOH. Now instead of this NaOH, I can take also HOH. I can take water also. This hot water or simple water, we can take it. We can take it. So in this case, what I will be getting it? In this case, if I take HOH, what I will be getting it? Same thing. The process remains the same. Hence I have not dropped it. The process remains the same. So what you will be getting? CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. Now instead of what you can say R1CONA, what you will be getting it here? R1COOH, you will be getting it. That is R1COH, R2COH plus R3COH is nothing but you will be getting the fatty acids. From where you will prepare, there is nothing but candle. Alright, from where you will prepare the candle, we can say that. And hence what we got? Glycerol. So in both the process I said you, that is we are doing hydrolysis with either with NaOH or with HOH, and we get that is the glycerol. In this way glycerol is being manufactured in the industries, but not directly, indirectly we get it as a byproduct. Now if you want to prepare glycerol, then how can we do so? It's a lengthy method, we can say that, lengthy process, easy. It's lengthy simply, but it is quite easy. Because you have to understand the step by step, then you will be following it. Understand the step by step, right from the beginning. See it carefully. Now here, what will I do? I will start with coke or carbon or coal, we can say that. It is being heated in current of hydrogen. Means a current of hydrogen is being passed through red hot coke. Clear? So in presence of electric spark, you have studied this one in class 11. This one is known as Berthollet's process, Berthollet synthesis. We studied. Will give you what? HC triple bond CH. Addition reaction takes place and you get acetylene. You studied this one in the class level. Now what you will do is that, see here. Now HC triple bond CH will react with sodium in presence of liquid ammonia to give you what? HC triple bond CNA. Now this will react with CH3I. Why I am taking CH3I? Because see, I want glycerol. Glycerol means how many carbon? 3 carbons. Here I got 2 carbons. I need to increase the number of carbon atoms. So here, hence I will take CH3I. So HC triple bond C single bond CH3. So what do we get it? Here we get acetylene. This is your sodium acetylide and this is your propyne. Now propyne I will react with hydrogen. I will go for reduction in presence of PD plus BaSO4. This is otherwise known as Lindlar's catalyst. Here we are doing the reduction process, but under what you can say this reducive process, we can say that we are doing it. That is, we can check the reduction process. Otherwise, what will happen is that propyne will react with hydrogen. We will not take this. BaSO4 will not be taking it. Because BaSO4 acts as a poisonating substance. It poisons this catalyst, that is palladium. Then what will happen? Propyne will be reduced to propene. Propene will be reduced to propane. But I don't want propene should be reduced to propane. I want to stop the reaction in one step. I want to stop it. For that reason, I have used this particular Lindlar's catalyst. So hence, what I will be getting it here, that is your CH2. I will be getting it here, that is CH2. Here hydrogen will be added, CH2, double bond CH, single bond CH3. You got propene here, as you can see it. Propene, I got it here. Now, this propene, what is to be done? After getting this propene, you will react with chlorine in presence of 773 Kelvin. You have studied, I have told you in the lower classes, in class 11, that when alkenes or alkynes undergoes reaction at a high temperature, listen carefully, alkenes or alkynes undergoes reaction at a high temperature, does not undergo addition reaction. It undergoes substitution reaction. If I don't give 773 Kelvin, then here the chlorine will be added, here and here. But I am giving here 773 Kelvin. It will undergo substitution reaction at this particular carbon, because this is your aliphatic carbon. Alright, here this is a carbon of the this saturated carbon, we can say that. Clear? So here the substitution reaction is going to take place. So hence what I will be getting is CH2 double bond CH single bond CH2 Cl. This is known as allyl chloride. This is called as allyl chloride. This one we get it. Understood the reason? I have taken 773 Kelvin because I want this hydrogen should be removed. So for the removal of this hydrogen, I have to take a high temperature. Then only the substitution reaction is going to take place. Otherwise, it will be addition in absence of this temperature. Clear now? So now allyl chloride, when it reacts with Na2CO3. Now you see what I want. I got 3 carbon atoms. Now in each carbon atom, I want OH group. That's my aim. For that purpose, I will take Na2CO3 aqueous and in presence of 12 atm and 473 Kelvin. I will be heating it. Clear? But I will be getting it. Now, what is Na2CO3 aqueous? It is nothing but NaOH. It is NaOH. So, you will say, why directly I am not using it? Because NaOH is caustic. Caustic means very strong. But Na2CO3 is not caustic. It is weaker. It will produce NaOH by hydrolysis. Alright, but it will be not so stronger. The reaction will not be so strong. It will not be caustic. Alright, the rate of reaction will be under control. We can say that. So, what I will be getting it here? CH2 double bond. I can write in this way, CH2 double bond CH single bond CH2OH. Instead of Cl, you got OH. Now one OH has come, see here. Now what will I do? I will pass through HOCl or HClO, what we can say that. So how do we get it? Which is otherwise known as chlorine water. So what will I get here? This is nothing but CH2, here that is OH, and here it is CHCl, here it is CH2OH as it is. Okay? Are you following? So in this way, we got this particular one. Now, what I have to do is that you see, here one OH, here one OH. I have to remove this Cl now by OH. So what will I do? I will take an OH aqueous. What will I get it? CH2OH, single bond CHOH, single bond CH2OH, which is nothing but known as glycerol. We can say that. In this way, we got glycerol plus NaCl. I will be getting it as a secondary product that I am not interested. In this way, we prepare glycerol. Alright, thank you very much.